been an increase in American men and women with big bellies and apple shapes. This was stated in an Arizona newspaper article called the AZ Central. Although studies show that obesity has stabilized, abdominal obesity is on the rise. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention state that over a third of Americans are overweight. There are many illnesses related to obesity, and if Americans would live healthier lifestyles, these illnesses and diseases could be preventable. Being a nurse, I've worked with several different types of people with a variety of medical diseases. Working with obese patients, you can see that obesity either complicates a medical disorder or is the cause of a medical disorder. Most commonly, a cause will have the patient debilitated and bedridden. First, let's define obesity. Several sources define obesity as an excessive accumulation of adipose tissue, or just too much fat. How is obesity measured? Your body mass index is the measurement of obesity. It is your weight divided by the square root of your height, and it will give you a number. If your BMI is greater than 30, you are considered obese. 25 to 29.9 is considered overweight. Dr. Alian Garay of the Portneuf Medical Center in Idaho states, obesity will, unless somehow stopped, overtake all other diseases in cause of morbidity and mortality in the United States. The number of people dying from these problems will eventually overtake cancer and everything else. Obesity, and especially abdominal obesity, yields devastating medical results such as sleep apnea, heart disease, diabetes, fatty liver, abdominal cancers, and etc. A very literal example of its complications would be sleep apnea. Because the weight of the abdominal adipose tissue is too heavy for the lungs to expand fully while breathing, it causes periods of apnea, or periods where you stop breathing. So what are some of the causes of obesity in our society? In America, we tend to like everything bigger, hence the term biggie sizing. It's the American way to want to get the most out of your buck. Our society is fast-paced and busy, and sometimes we don't have time to cook nutritious, wholesome meals. So what do? We go to the fast food restaurant to fulfill our normal hunger needs. And then we can go right back to work, right back to school. Most fast food places serve processed food, foods that our bodies aren't even designed to consume. These foods are made in laboratories by man to supply the increase in demand for our fast-paced living at a cheaper price. These man-made foods are actually foreign to our bodies, as they do not know what to do with them. So what do our bodies do? They store them in our adipose tissue, which increases centralized obesity. So in conclusion obesity is a risk factor of several medical disorders. Sometimes it causes a particular disorder more so as being the cause of a particular disorder. So in our society, if we remain aware and make conscious decisions about the food we eat, we can prevent several complications that could likely lead to death.